Being a fan or casual enjoyer of the N64 means that you have or inevitably will deal with the thumbstick module in your original controllers becoming inaccurate or unusable. Because of the way the stick is designed, it grinds away at the bowl inside the module, which can then wreck the gears, gating, or the stick itself. Over the years, several replacement options have been introduced to replace the entire damaged module to varying degrees of success. Individual replacement parts have also been a big part of the scene. Steel bowl replacements have been one of the biggest game changers for N64 stick longevity, and thanks to Rocker Gaming, they are more readily available than they have been in the past. But Rocker Gaming has not stopped there for fans of the N64 looking to get the best OEM-like experience out of their controllers. Dubbed Project Renaissance, Rocker Gaming has created a new gate to go along with the steel bowl, and paired it with Tau V4 steel sticks to make an incredible repair option for N64 fans looking for the best setup possible. Project Renaissance can come in several different configurations: the steel bowl by itself, a kit containing the bowl, gate, and Tau stick, or a complete replacement module. The bowl is the most readily available component of Project Renaissance, with kits and full stick modules going quickly after each production run. I grabbed the full replacement kit during the first drop, and everything arrived promptly in some generic packaging, which is just fine for this type of kit. Inserts with QR codes to the installation instructions are also included. Installing the Project Renaissance kit isn't a difficult mod, and if you grab one of the pre-made stick modules, it is a simple drop-in replacement. If you have the kit, you will need to disassemble another stick module to reuse its base, optical wheels, PCB, and gears. The whole process is straightforward and relatively easy as far as mods go. Rocker Gaming has provided an excellent installation video that covers the process, along with efficient written instructions that make it all easy to follow. Once assembly is complete, you can insert it into your controller and begin tuning it to suit your needs. The Tau stick's nib and the Renaissance gating are adjustable and can shorten or expand ranges and change their centering, making it ideal in certain games depending on your needs. I prefer the original OEM feel, so after some trial and error and assistance from Rocker Gaming to narrow down a problematic base unit, I was able to achieve near perfect results. With proper calibration, the Project Renaissance kit has been flawless for every single N64 game I have put it up against. Ranges are flawless and as expected, since it uses OEM parts, with no dead zones. The physical feel while using the stick is also quite similar to an unmodified OEM one, but much smoother thanks to the steel bowl and added lubrication. Every issue you come to expect from third-party replacement options won't be found here. You will get proper diagonals in GoldenEye 007 and Perfect Dark. Movement buildups are flawless, and you can get a perfect Super Mario 64 spin test. Smash attacks work without issue in Super Smash Bros. And I haven't had any issues with snapbacks. Ranges being OEM tuned also mean there are no concerns of cutouts happening in Buck Bumble or Toy Story 2. Again, you can change the ranges to increase or lower sensitivity at any time. The degree of control this offers players for individual games is fantastic. I had concerns about the tuning breaking down after a few weeks of use, but so far those concerns have been unfounded. Where I got it initially set is still how it is behaving weeks later. That being said, the full Project Renaissance kit is catered towards the most diehard of N64 fans. The kit is expensive, which I am not bothered by, considering the hours Rocker Gaming has put into making it a reality. For more casual N64 players, grabbing just the Renaissance steel bowl to put into a worn-down controller will dramatically improve the N64 playing experience. As long as the gears and gate are in decent shape, you will see dramatic improvements on the stick ranges as I outlined in my previous video on them. Each of my Project Renaissance steel bowl modded controllers is still working great all these months later. I have no real critiques about Rocker Gaming's Project Renaissance kit other than some hopeful wishes for its future. I am hoping that Rocker Gaming can complete a new replacement set of gears to go with the kit to help reduce potential issues with worn down ones in a kit install. I also hope that availability for the kit can be maintained every few months for anyone who wants to pick one up. I greatly appreciate that Rocker Gaming only does sales of the product in hand. With the way things are in trade these days, pre-orders are no fun to deal with. After trying out a third of the N64 library since getting my Project Renaissance kit installed and optimized, I can honestly say this thing is perfect for N64 diehards. It has held up well after a few months of testing, and I can't wait to fully play through each N64 game with my modified Project Renaissance controller. While the asking price makes it an investment, it is a worthwhile one if you truly enjoy this system. For more casual fans, the Project Renaissance Steel Bowl by itself is much more palatable and can still make a dramatic difference in a worn-down stick. Be sure to give Rocker Gaming a follow on socials so you can be notified of the next Project Renaissance drop, as you won't want to miss it. Thank you for making it to the end of today's review on the Rocker Gaming Project Renaissance full installation kit here. This has seriously been just an enormous upgrade to this N64 controller. Completely customized this out now thanks to Rocker Gaming stick and tactile RLZ buttons. Very fun controller to use. Definitely recommend checking out those additional mods. But Project Renaissance in and of itself is just a really cool thing for me. Personally, I just love knowing that there is an option out here that is going to make N64 gaming have a lot more longevity over the OEM parts. Yes, it is a very expensive option, but once all the individual parts are able to be sold separately, you get like the gate and the bowl, and it's a lot more palatable than the thumbstick. That's the most expensive part, obviously, but it is still really cool that you can customize it to get those extra ranges or lower ranges or perfect OEM ranges, depending on what you want. But if you're fine just swapping out replacement parts from places like Kitschbent, or however you pronounce that, like, very, very valid option as well. Like, I'm not trying to knock any of that, but this excites me. Like, I'm really excited about this. I have 3 N64 controllers with the steel bowl in them now, the one with the Project Renaissance gating and thumbstick. Like, this, again, I love this controller so much now. It's so good. But I'm glad that there are people out there in the retro gaming community that will spend time to make things like this. This is fantastic. We all get to really appreciate and enjoy these options, and looking forward to seeing what's coming next. But again, thank you for making it to the end of today's review. Hope you enjoyed it. But here at the end, just the usual favors to ask if you haven't already. Thumbs up, thumbs down, depending on how much you like this one. Sub button, notification bell, and if you'd like to further help support the channel so we can continue covering cool stuff like this, you can check out that join button here on YouTube or the Patreon link in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. Every little bit helps, and we're just super grateful to all of our current backers. You're amazing, thank you. But until next time, my wonderful internet peeps, you all stay awesome, keep on gaming, and we'll see you back next video.